Transneft is the world's largest pipeline company, one of the most important infrastructure systems in Russia. We transport 84% of crude oil and 26% of light petroleum products produced in Russia. We create jobs in Russian regions and provide export and tax revenue flows to the state budget. Transneft has its branches in 61 administrative subjects of the Russian Federation. The total length of our trunk pipelines is over 68,000 kilometers. More than 500 pump stations are engaged in the system. Transneft, which manages a large-scale system of trunk pipelines and ensures transportation of crude oil and refined products, including to foreign consumers, is an important element of the national economic security. In the face of economic sanctions imposed by the USA and some EU countries, it becomes a national-scale task to get rid of the dependence on imported equipment. Today, it is a matter of Russian national security and national sovereignty. Following an instruction from the government of Russia on creating conditions for the localization, domestic development and manufacturing of equipment for the fuel and energy sector, Transneft developed its import substitution program in November 2014. Before that time, pipes were imported from China and South Korea, pressure controls from Finland, the Netherlands, and Germany, and pumps were purchased in the Ukraine and the UK. The program, scheduled up to 2020, is intended to lift the existing dependence on equipment imports. It provides for manufacturing of 26 types of equipment to substitute imports, as well as petrochemicals to be produced at Transneft plants and 30 other Russian factories. So, the program is going to fully mobilize the production capacities of Russian companies. By now, 23 types of products are already manufactured in Russia. In 2014, imported equipment counted for some 10% of Transneft purchases. The success in import substitution would shrink this figure to 3% by 2020. The rest of purchases will fall on products, the domestic manufacturing of which is economically unfeasible and which have no direct impact on oil or product shipments. In 2016, a unique factory was commissioned in Chelyabinsk. Transneft oil pumps established the full production cycle of mainline and booster pumps for oil transportation in Russia. The plant's products feature high efficiency, low operational cost, and lifetime extended to 50 years. The plant has won the Priority 2017 competition and was reckoned as the best import substitution enterprise. When the plant reaches its full designed capacity, it will satisfy Transneft's needs in pump equipment and will supply products to other Russian oil companies. The Russian electric motors plant will become one of the main suppliers of electric motors for Transneft's transportation departments. The plant's designed production capacity is 300 motors a year. The target markets include Russia, CIS, and Middle East countries. The Tomsk electric drives plant manufactures over 40 types of highly reliable electric drives for pipeline valves. Besides, the plant has successfully tested new electric drives for four-way valves. Transneft Synthesis, a joint venture, was established 3 years ago to produce drag-reducing agents in Russia. This domestic production replaced the products of Baker Hughes USA. The plant's designed capacity is 3,000 tons a year, with a potential for further extension to 10,000 tons a year. In 2015, the Transneft plant started the line production of petroleum products quantity and quality metering stations. The plant has manufactured 23 units in 3 years. The annual demand of Russian oil companies in this product is 15 units. There is another unique project, unparalleled anywhere in the world, that has been implemented at the Transneft production facilities, the GK25, a deep-water chamber. This is a technology for the repair of underwater pipelines at a depth down to 25 meters. The commercial interest shown by foreign pipeline companies to the Russian equipment is an express confirmation of its quality. Transneft-TV, a Transneft subsidiary manufacturing ultrasonic and magnetic inspection tools, signed 25 contracts in 2017 for inline inspection at pipelines abroad. The total length of the inspected segments is more than 7,500 kilometers. Inline inspection was carried out successfully in Oman, Singapore, and China. In the last 5 years, Transneft-TV has inspected pipeline systems in 14 countries. Hard work in the field of import substitution has led to considerable reduction of capital and operational expenses on trunk pipeline facilities maintenance and repair. Transneft is constantly pursuing the policy of domestic production development aimed at reducing the import dependence and enhancing the economic and energy security of the Russian fuel and energy sector, as well as efficient development of the Russian economy as a whole.